This is Lalita Singh and you are going to study science with me in class 7. Today we are discussing our 17th chapter, that is called water. Okay, in this chapter you will learn about importance of water, scarcity of water, state of water, sources of water and how to manage water. Right. Water is most abundant substance on the earth. All living beings need water for various purposes. We use water for drinking, bathing, cleaning, cooking, washing, irrigating the field, generating electricity, etc. Water play an important role in our body too. We need water for digestion, transportation of digested food to various body part, also for dissolving waste material and removing them from our body. Water is very precious. Water is also required by the plant because they are performing photosynthesis and they are making the food. So they also need water which is absorbed by root of the plant. So basically water is very important to support the life. Without water we cannot imagine life on earth. So understood. So water is that much important. You can see that is why peoples are collecting water for a very large distance and they are bringing them back to their home so that they can fulfill their daily need. But we are using water too much. So sometimes the people face problem or lack of water. This is known as water scarcity. Many parts of our country are facing the acute shortage of water. At many places, people have to carry water from a well or river to their houses like this. See, the peoples are over here which they are carrying water. Okay, so that they can use them. Countless women and children in our villages and town wake before the sunrise so that they can walk many miles, many kilometers, so that they can collect the water to the water sources, from the water sources which are present in the nearby area like river and all, and they can fetch the water. Understood? So how much water we use on daily basis, we can calculate it. Okay, a large amount of water is used by us on daily basis. Okay, just estimate about how much water we use. Over here it is an activity given to find out how much water we use. We use water basically for brushing the teeth, bathing, for flushing the toilet, washing hand and face, washing clothes. And water is also used for cleaning utensils, mopping, preparing food, drinking, watering the plant. In these all activity we use water. So just we have to measure the water, how much water we have used in what activity, and we have to write it down over here. Only the water which is used by us, okay, in a day. Just think about these all things and you will mention the data over here and just total it down. Now you have a clear idea how much water you are using on daily basis, how much water is used by your family in one day. Just imagine about all the houses of your locality or of your town. See how much water is used by the entire population of town. You just calculated the amount of water used in your house, okay, in a day. Imagine the amount of water that is needed by you to use it every day. Okay, the amount of water that you are getting from the nearby river or underground water sources, okay, like hand pump and all. So in this way we are actually drawing out lots of water from the underground sources and other sources to use on a daily basis. Okay, and because of this the water become scarce. Clear? As we are using that amount of water, the water become scarce for us. Okay, the reason of water scarcity can be anything, but what happen when we face the water scarcity? First point given over here, just see over here, crop production is affected because plant need water to perform photosynthesis. If we are not providing water they cannot survive as well, so the crop production will be affected. This may cause insufficient amount of supply of food. Understood? Next is people have to walk miles to fetch water. People have to stand in long queue to get their turn so that they can collect the water on their daily basis, okay, for their daily use. Next is people may have to buy water at very high price. Just imagine the journey which you are doing, and there you are very thirsty. At that time, if someone is having water, you can easily ask for it, and if they are asking for a price, you will pay it because you are thirsty, right? So water, if scarce, it can be sell at a very high price. Okay, now people may drink dirty water which can cause waterborne diseases like cholera, dysentery, and typhoid. This can be a problem, right? So the problem of water shortage is increasing day by day. Even in a place where water shortage is not a problem today, it might be become a problem in the future, because the water level in underground sources is getting down and down every day. Okay, now states of water means in what state the water appear or present in the earth's surface. Basically, water can exist in all the three states like solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, so in liquid state, it is present in ocean, river, lake, pond, etc. See over here, this is the liquid state of water. Okay, in solid form, the water is found as ice or snow. Can you see? This is also a water, but they are in solid state. These are present in high mountain, glacier, and poles. Okay, whereas gaseous form of water is present in the environment in the form of water vapor. In the form of water vapor means water is present in all these three states. Just we are having an activity to check the three states of water. Okay, so for this activity, what do we need? We need tap water, an ice tray, and a freezer, and obviously a stove. Okay, so just do this activity. We will collect the water from the tap in an ice tray, and we will keep the tray in the freezer. The water will freeze after some time, right? The water will freeze due to the cold in the freezer. Now we will take out the ice cube and keep them on a plate in a room, and after some time we will see that the ice are gradually started to melt down, and it is now turning into water, and it means the solid state is converting into liquid. Okay, now with the help of an elder, you can boil this water in a vessel, and you will see that the water now turn into water vapor. The amount of water is going to get reduced as you have left it in on the stove. Okay, so you can see from solid it has turned into liquid, and from liquid it has also turned into gaseous. It means all the three states are present over here. Understood? The water on earth is always on move. It always move from one place to another. Okay, it circulate between atmosphere to land to ocean on earth in a constant cycle. This cycle is known as water cycle. You can see over here, just see the water present in ocean, they are getting evaporated, and after evaporation they form the cloud, and they again started to rain on the mountain. Sometime it also fall as snow. Okay, understood? It means the water is on constant move, and this move of the water through environment to the earth's surface is known as water cycle. Okay, you have just examined the three states of water. In nature, water is found in all these three states. The heat of sun evaporate the water from the ocean. See over here, from the ocean the heat of sun is evaporating the water. It is moving in upward direction, forming the cloud is now raining, and rainwater is going to be on the land. They are falling on the land, and from the land they can be sipped into the soil to contribute in the level of groundwater. The water vapor condenses and form tiny droplet in the cloud. Okay, and that is why the rain is over there. Clear? Most of the water which flow downhill as runoff above the ground and underground, eventually returning to the sea as slightly salty water. Whenever the water is falling over here on the surface, they get leach into the soil become a part of underground soil, and underground soil is also connected with the sea. So this circulate over there from sea to sky to rain, okay, on the ground, now inside the ground, and then again it become a part of sea. Understood? This path that water take to circulate in the land, from the land to the sky, from the sky to the land, okay, this is called water cycle. This is water cycle. Now just see about sources of water. About 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Really, about 3/4 of the earth's surface is totally covered with water, but still we are facing the scarcity of water. Do you know why? Because they are not available. The various sources of water on earth are rain water, surface water, which include river water, lake water, sea water, or groundwater. Means whatever the water is present on the earth surface, they are known as surface water. So we will study about them. The first one is rainwater. Rainwater is considered as the purest form of the water because they are formed by condensation of water vapor. However, when they fall from the sky to the ground, in between the sky to the ground, there is present lots of gases which get mixed with the water and make it impure. However, like gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, which is coming out from the exhaust of vehicle or factories, get mixed into the rain and make the rain acidic in nature, and this type of rain is known as acid rain. Okay, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, when get mixed with water, they are forming sulfuric acid and nitric acid, and in this way the rain which was purest form now turn into acid. It means that type of rain will be termed as acid rain. About it you will study in detail in the next class. Now next is surface water. See, in the earth's surface, water exists as snow, river water, and sea water. So we are going to study about them one by one. Snow means what? They are in solid state. They are in frozen state. Basically, they are present in the polar region of the earth. Okay, water is found in frozen state as snow in polar region of the earth. Now next is river water and lake water. The snow melt and change into liquid. Okay, this liquid is considered as water. This water flow into lake and river. Rainwater also fill the river, lake, pond. Water in river, lake, pond is not fit for drinking. It may contain germs and other soluble impurities. If we consume it, we may fall ill because of the waterborne diseases like typhoid or gastroenteritis, diarrhea, etc. So whenever we are going to drink water, we have to purify it first. Now next is sea water. Have you ever tasted the sea water? It tastes salty. Okay, the river water flowing into the sea bring with it large quantity of salt, which make it saline. Saline means salty. Sea water is always salty, so it is also not available for drinking. Okay, now next is groundwater. Lot of unseen water is hidden as groundwater under the ground surface. Groundwater is present beneath the earth's surface. Rain when occur. Okay, rainwater sipped into the soil and reach the bedrock, and it is available to us as groundwater. This groundwater is also have a connection with sea because they can sip into sea water. Understood? So these are the surface water. Okay, the water which is present on the surface are termed as surface water. Now see over here in knowledge desk, beautiful fruits, right? The water is also present in plant product like tomatoes, apple, cucumber. Okay, see over here, tomato is having 95% of water, whereas apple is having 80% of water and cucumber is having 90% of water. The bodies of animal also contain water. An elephant body is about having 80% of water, whereas our body is having approximately 70% water weight. Okay, our body is also having approximately 70% water weight. Now, the groundwater, a important source of water. Groundwater is what? A very very important source of water, because when we are collecting the water, basically we are taking the water from the ground. A large amount of unseen water is hidden as a groundwater. Many people in cities and village use this groundwater to do their various activity. They are pulling the water out with the help of well, hand pump, tube well, etc. Groundwater is an important source of water throughout the world. Nearly all the rural population use the groundwater for all their need. It is even the source of drinking water for them. Groundwater is also important source of water for the agriculture and industrial need. We all are some at some extent we are depending upon the groundwater. So some people may have connection of water supply, but mostly we are taking the water from groundwater. This groundwater is also used in various agricultural activity. You can see over here it is used for irrigation of the field. The lady over here is giving bath to her child, right? In this way groundwater is used for several activities. But where does this groundwater come from? It is mainly rainwater. The groundwater is what? It is mainly rainwater that seep into the soil, and it is reaching the bedrock and becoming available for us to use. Sometimes water from lake and river, pond may also seep into the ground, and the process of seeping of water into ground is known as infiltration. The water from sources like lake, river, and pond, when seep into groundwater, is known as infiltration. Okay, the sipped water collected between the layers of hard rock is called aquifer. Okay, the sipped water get collected between the layers of hard rock. This is called an aquifer. You can see over here in the diagram. This is aquifer. Aquifer are huge underground lake. It is present inside the ground, so it is underground. Okay, underground lake. It is filled with gravel, rock, from which water can be pumped out. The level of water under the ground is known as water table. Means what is the level of water inside the ground? It is known as water table. You may have seen during summers, sometime the water level go down in well, and sometime in during winter it come in the it water raise very high in the well. Okay, tube well and hand pumps are used to draw water out from the aquifer to the surface of the earth. Aquifer are filled or recharged by rainwater seeping down the earth, and also form the surface water like river, lake, and stream. So aquifer are getting recharged when the rain come, and it is also increasing the level of some river ponds. Understood? Thus, availability of groundwater or the level of water table depend upon the rainfall and recharging condition of the area. Understood? Do you think that we need to worry about groundwater? Do you think so? Actually, the water crisis in many of the city of India is increasing day by day with an alarming rate. Irregular water supply in urban area has become very common nowadays. People often take groundwater for granted. That is why they are using it without even thinking for a second that maybe there is a time then when these water will get finished and we will not have water to use. Okay, we use groundwater for most of our household need. The supply of groundwater, as discussed, keep coming from the rainwater which seep into the ground. If we keep using groundwater at a fast rate, what will happen? Then even rain will not be able to replenish the groundwater, and the water may get depleted, and we will face the problem of water shortage. Understood? So whenever we use water, we must keep it in our mind that yes, rainwater water cycle is over there, rainwater is over there. Okay, rainwater comes when rain come. Okay, and water cycle is the one which is maintaining the water level on the earth, entire earth, but it is not maintaining the water level of a single state or single place. Water from one state can move to the others with the help of water cycle. So whenever we are using it, just be careful about it. Okay, depletion of groundwater is the next topic. Groundwater depletion means what? When the water is lacking even from under the ground. Okay, the groundwater or water table inside the ground had reduced. The groundwater depletion is the key issue now these days. It has been estimated that during past 20 years, the level of groundwater has been falling rapidly. What can be the major causes of depletion of water? You can see over here it is mentioned. Rapidly rising population and changing lifestyle. Okay, the increasing population has increased the demand for groundwater. They need more and more amount of water to fulfill their all the daily basis activity. More and more amount groundwater is being extracted for constructing houses, building, factories, etc. This lead to depletion of water. Understood? Now agricultural activities, as the population is rising, so we need food, and for food we need to farm. Okay, we need to practice farming, and for this, for agriculture, we also need water so that we can supply it to the growing plant. Increase in population had lead to an increase in the demand of crop. For this, more and more well has been drilled for irrigation in the past 2 decades. That is why it is also a very important factor in depletion of water, or main reason behind the depletion of water. Okay, now next is reducing forest cover. Increase in population has led to rapid expansion of urban area. For that we are cutting the forest and removing the forest. Okay, for construction more and more houses. This result in removal of soil. As a result, less amount of water is seeped into the ground, thereby causing lowering the water table. Loss in forest cover also causes soil degradation, and in this way the plant will also not grow. The soil will become infertile, and roots of the plant also help in sucking the water inside the ground or sipping the water. So if the forest cover is removed, soil, exposed soil is decreased, so water will never be able to sip into the ground. They will evaporate again into the environment, and they will again fall on the other places where they can get sipped. Okay, next is reducing quality of groundwater. Sometimes toxic substances may get dissolved in water, which may sip underground. This may result into contamination of groundwater. Even though water can be treated to get rid of contamination, this can prove to be very costly. Therefore, we should take care that water does not get polluted. Otherwise, we will have a serious issue to deal with. Next is how water is distributed on earth. Okay, as mentioned earlier, water is present on earth in all the three states, that is solid, liquid and gaseous state. About 98% of total water on earth is present in the ocean. So remaining 2% is left. Okay, now can we use this water for drinking or irrigation? The answer is no, we can't, because these water of ocean is salty. Understood? So about 1.6% of water on earth is present in a glacier and polar ice cap. So what is the remaining class? 98% in ocean, 1.6% in glacier, and both of the percentage are not available for us. Water is also found underground in well and aquifer. This comprises about only 0.36%, very few percent. No, lake, stream, river constitute about 0.036% of water, total water of earth. Okay, isn't it very small quantity of water that is available for us to use in on the earth? Lake and pond get the water from rain. Water in the lake and pond is not fit for drinking because they may have contamination of germs and other impurities are present that can cause disease. So very few amount of water is left for us to use it. Okay, and that is only 0.036%. Understood, class? Next is water management. This we will deal in our next video. Okay, until then, have a nice day, everyone.